Kiara McCaulay sat in her family room, having what she thought would be an ordinary morning with her 19-year-old daughter, Kiara. Little did she know, just a few feet away in her own garage, there was a dead body in the darkness, and that Kiara was responsible for preventing this woman from ever going home again.
How is my house a fucking crime scene?
There's a deceased person in your garage. That's why it's a crime scene.
There's a body in there?
Yes. Stand up for me.
A baffling 911 call about what might have been a stabbing becomes one of the most shocking teen murder cases ever seen by officers in Santa Fe, with elements of decapitation, a 3-foot sword, and a warped, virtual fantasy reality merging the demonic and violent aspects of the internet into a gruesome, real-world scenario. This is Case Point Stories, and what you're about to hear is as real as it gets.
You can see like slashed on her knee.
She's missing a ear.
And then there's a big ass sword, and then there's blood stains all over the bed.
I walked into the garage. She goes, "Oh, I just did it."
Just walk this way.
The story starts with a call to dispatch from a panicked mother. According to the individual who was calling, her son Isaac, 22 years old, saw his girlfriend Kiara kill another woman in the garage of Kiara's parents' home. The caller indicated that she is upset about what happened and that there is a lot of confusion surrounding the incident. Moreover, the police are unsure if Kiara is still present, armed, or if she might try to hurt anyone else.
Need someone on the back side, on the alley.
Hey, speak back.
Several police patrols are en route to a property on Jaguar Drive in Santa Fe, New Mexico. The exterior of the single-family residence is typical for the area because it fits into the working class. However, the rear of the home supports a detached garage that is used as a sort of informal apartment for Kiara and Isaac.
Huh?
People walked in.
Kick it in. Kick the door. I got you.
Police department, let me see your hands!
Back up.
Back up!
What's going on? What's going on?
Who called?
What?
So someone was getting killed in
We're
here.
being told that the girlfriend's in the garage. That's where she
Where's the garage?
apparently killed the other 41.
Officers fan out around the property, split into 2 teams. An approach like this could still be an active scene. One group goes to clear the main house, while another focuses on the garage, because the information coming in suggests that's where the violence happened.
Police department! Think it goes around, maybe? Think it goes around. How do people live like this?
Tara, Kiara's mother, was frustrated and irritated standing outside of her home. She was confused by her cats and was unsure why her home was being treated as though it was a crime scene. At this moment, she had no clue that a body was in her garage, nor did she realize that her daughter was involved.
Who's in this garage?
My fucking door!
Hey, what's with you?
Someone just called that someone just got... Step over here. Step over here. Someone just got stabbed. Inside that garage.
As the team assigned to the house moves through piles of clutter and mess, they don't see anything that explains the call. But in the garage, the second team steps into something that instantly tells them this is not a misunderstanding.
Is that you?
Yeah, we got one down, Santa Fe. Go back inside. Go back inside. I'm not gonna tell you again. Go back inside.
Detain him, detain him. Santa Fe police, anyone inside? Watch me.
Got one down.
They can't do it. He's right here by the door.
Is there somebody in there?
Open that back door. Can you open the garage from that side?
No, it's broken. It's been broken for 10 years.
Debris, rubbish, and temporary furniture clutter up the floor of the room. In that confined area, officers discover the remains of 21-year-old Grace Jennings. Grace has suffered a severe open neck injury. There are also numerous slash wounds located all over the body. The severity of these injuries indicates that this was not a quick fight, but rather a panicked assault.
We have Isaac on the phone. Want to know if you guys need him? I guess he's the boyfriend.
In addition to the large sword leaning against the dresser, which is nearly 3 feet in length, there are also traces of blood on the bed and on the furniture in the immediate vicinity. This appears to be more than just an ordinary domestic quarrel. It resembles something you'd see in a horror movie.
Where's he
I
at?
got really pissed off, of course. But why would she be here if he invited her last night?
Let me check.
So I was angry. She stayed the night? Yeah. In my house? Yeah, and I'm pissed about it. Grace is not allowed here. She knows that.
Who's Isaac's girlfriend?
She is.
You're Isaac's girlfriend?
Yes.
Okay. What are you to Isaac?
Well, I'm kind of mother-in-law to be.
This is your daughter?
Yes, this is my daughter.
Step out with me real quick. What's your name?
Kiara?
Tara's still reeling, trying to make sense of the officer's words, when they lay it bare. A dead body in her garage, and no, she can't go back inside. Confusion crashes into raw shock. Her breath catches as the truth hits. This involves her daughter, and it's far from over. To understand how it got this far, you need to know the 3 people at the center of this story: Kiara, Isaac, and Grace. Kiara is 19, living in the converted garage behind her mother's house. She has a long, toxic history with Grace, who is her ex-girlfriend, and their past is full of volatility and drama. At some point after their breakup, Grace was officially banned from the property. She was not supposed to be there at all. Isaac is 22, Kiara's current boyfriend, and he also once dated Grace for a brief period when he was 20, and she was only 16. That relationship fell apart quickly, but it added another layer to a triangle that was already unstable and jealous.
This is his girlfriend.
Oh, can I get some shoes on or something?
Not right now.
We need 10 at this point, okay?
Did you guys have a fight or something? Can she sit down so I can put her shoes on her feet?
Who else? Is there a female that lives in there?
Her and Isaac.
Sorry. Negative.
Oh. And Isaac went for a walk? Yeah. So he was going for a walk in the shower. But they were going to go on a walk.
On the day of the murder, according to Kiara, Isaac invited Grace over to stay the night. Without asking her permission, Grace shows up, sleeps over in that cramped garage space with them, and from Kiara's perspective, this is a blatant betrayal. By the next morning, Grace is lying dead on the garage floor, and the only 2 people who really know how it happened are Kiara and Isaac.
I have cats. I have to. They can't
Unfortunately,
get out
ma'am,
of
but
the
this is an active investigation, okay?
house.
So
Can I
nobody's
block
going back
the
in the
door
house.
somehow?
No, this is a crime scene at this point.
That was my house, a fucking crime scene.
There's a deceased
There's a
person
dead
in your
body in the
garage.
garage.
That's why it's a crime
There's a
scene.
body in there?
Yes.
Dead body in the
Stand
garage.
up for me. Let's walk this way.
What the fuck?
Go and come here with me now.
When officers track Isaac down at a nearby tech store, he looks like a traumatized witness, not a suspect. He's shaky, emotional, and insists he just stumbled into the aftermath of something he never wanted to see. In his initial statement, he says everyone had been hanging out the night before in the garage. At some point, tension rises because Kiara doesn't want Grace there. Eventually, he leaves the garage to use the bathroom in the main house. And when he comes back in, Kiara looks at him and calmly says, "I did it," while Grace is lying on the ground, already dead or dying. After seeing that, he panicked, called his mom, and she in turn called 911. He talks about being traumatized by previous violence he's witnessed, about seeing a friend get shot in the head in the past, and frames himself as someone who keeps getting caught in situations far beyond what he can handle.
Hello, I'm Sergeant Rodriguez. So we still have an active investigation here. I don't have a lot of the details.
Is she okay?
Who?
Grace! Is she breathing? Living? Is she okay?
I'm not sure of that.
Okay, I don't have all the information right now.
We're trying to gather all the information, ma'am. So, like the Sarge said, if you could go back with us to the police department, and then we can give you a little bit more information from there.
Who's Gray? Do you have an idea of Gray, or do you have a photo of Gray or anything?
Grace.
Of Grace?
Grace, I'm sorry.
To a casual listener, it sounds like shock. But to investigators, especially when combined with the history of domestic violence between Isaac and Kiara just a day earlier, it sounds like someone trying to steer the narrative before they know what police have on them.
Alright, stay right here. Let me look around real quick. Yeah, there he is. He's coming out. Is that Isaac? Did you call us, bro?
Yes, I called.
Here, come over here. You're good. Come here. You don't have any knives, any weapons on you?
No.
No? Just put it down for now. Just put it down. You're not in trouble, bro. Gotta make sure you don't have any weapons, okay? Sure, put your hands up right here. For now, bro, just because it looks like your girlfriend or whoever's in there is really injured. So for now, we're gonna put you under detention, okay, until we can figure this out. You're not under arrest. And who's in the garage? Who lives with you in the garage? Your girlfriend?
Kiara McCaulay.
Okay. So can you tell me, how did this call transpire? How did you call us?
I walked into the garage, and when I walked into the garage, she goes, "Oh, I just did it." And I'm like,
And who was this?
Kiara McCaulay.
She told you that?
Very calmly and everything, blood on her hands, and
Okay.
While Isaac is telling his story, Kiara is sitting alone in an interrogation room back at the station. She's there for hours before the detective even starts asking questions. And in that time, she clearly decides on a strategy.
So what happened, man?
I was in the house, and then I walked into the garage, and she goes, okay, I did it.
That's what Kiara told you?
Yes. I looked at the ground, and there was somebody there, and I didn't touch them or anything. I looked at them and I was like, this is too traumatic for me. I'm not okay right now because I'm freaking out.
No, it's understandable, man. I understand.
She's not going to deny that something terrible happened, but she's going to try to hide inside a mental health defense.
You ever thought about hurting her or killing her?
I've had a couple dreams like that.
And how would you kill her?
Depending on the dream.
So there's several dreams.
Yes.
When the detective finally comes in and asks if she knows why she's there, Kiara blandly says she assumes it's because someone was found dead in her room, the garage, and that Grace had been at the house after Isaac invited her over. She immediately starts talking about feeling strange, about blocks in her memory, and about different personalities inside her head.
Do you have a photo of Gray or anything?
Grace.
Of Grace?
Grace, I'm sorry.
That's her.
Okay. So yeah, I don't have the whole details of this, but there's a detective at the police department. They can give you probably more information that I have. Can you go over there? Do you need? Are you okay to drive?
I was coming here to pick her up, to get her things and get her out of here.
Who called you?
No, I was coming to pick her up. No one called me. She was supposed to be leaving with me right then, right now.
Okay. So, she's deceased.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh my God, no. Oh God, what happened?
We're still trying to figure that out.
That girl shot her.
Okay, no, she's not shot.
How did she get deceased?
So we'll explain to you everything, but I'm sure it's a lot for you, okay?
No.
She claims she probably has dissociative identity disorder, but says it's never been diagnosed by any doctor. It's just something she concluded from her own research online. She then starts naming supposed alters, describing a protective one, a troublemaker, and a little child version of herself, all with slightly different roles in her life.
I was trying to sleep, but if you were blocking memories for me again. God damn it. Sorry.
Who are you talking to?
My best guess is that I have DID, but I'm not 100% certain.
What's DID?
Dissociative identity disorder. I haven't had it actually diagnosed, but that's my best guess from my research.
To someone familiar with real DID, the way she describes it is shallow and theatrical. A consulting psychiatrist who later reviewed the footage noted that she doesn't show true switches in voice, posture, or perception. Her descriptions are vague, more like characters she's written for herself than involuntary states she can't control. Kiara leans into this story whenever the conversation drifts near the actual killing. She talks about foggy memory, missing chunks of time, and dreams where she hurts or kills Grace, hoping it all adds up to a picture of someone too unstable to fully understand what she did.
I want you to kind of think back to where kind of all this began before there was ever anything regarding the incident. And I want you to kind of tell me in your own memory what happened from that time all the way to getting here to this interview. I'm going to do my best not to interrupt you, okay? I just want you to give me your own account of what happened, okay?
As detectives piece the information together from first responders, neighbors, and the two suspects, a clearer picture of the relationships emerges. Kiara and Grace had a long, toxic history that flipped from intense closeness to hatred. Isaac had also briefly dated Grace and now lived on and off.
The only thing I ask is for truthfulness. I'm going to be upfront with you. I'm going to be truthful with you. I just ask that you do the same to me in return, okay? Just tell me the truth and tell me everything that happened, all right? Okay. Because it's Lonnie McCaulay's house, does she live there or does she live somewhere else?
She lives there. In the main house.
And when you say the main house, what do you mean by that?
The main house, there's a garage in the backyard that's separated from the main house. It'll be...
If I gave you a paper and a pen, to draw it out for me, kind of show me where Jaguar Drive is, show me where the house is.
Their social media profiles, especially Kiara's, show a heavy obsession with horror, demonic imagery, and violent fantasies. In the days leading up to the murder, Kiara posted dark, disturbing clips to TikTok that now feel like a preview of where her mind was heading.
There's an organization that Isaac is in charge of. I probably shouldn't be saying this to a cop. Well, it's called Ghost. They're like an underground version of cops in a way, but a little more intense and deadly.
In her interrogation, Kiara even describes an underground group she calls Ghost, portraying it as a secret vigilante organization that supposedly goes after human traffickers and child abusers in a brutal way. It sounds more like something from an edgy online roleplay than anything real, but it reveals how she and Isaac had started to mythologize violence, turning murder into a kind of twisted quest or initiation.
Why would you hope that she's dead?
I'm still angry at her, but I also have hope that she'd be better, but it's like this frustrating emotion that I can't seem to pinpoint. Last night, Isaac invited my ex-girlfriend, Grace Jennings, who now is going by Yamko, I don't know anymore. I was really upset, so I just went on a walk and spent most of the night in the house. This morning, I was trying to sleep, but if you want blocking memories from me again, God damn it. Sorry.
Who are you talking to?
My best guess is that I have DID, but I'm not 100% certain. Different personalities that come out.
Do you have names for them?
Some of them, yeah.
She mentions that Isaac had pushed her to join this supposed group, and that killing Grace would be a way to rank up or earn perks, even referring to a tattoo as a sort of initiation mark. Whether she truly believed any of this, or was using it mainly to shift blame onto Isaac, it shows the fantasy framework they'd built around what is, at its core, a cold-blooded killing.
So, there's an organization that Isaac is in charge of. I probably shouldn't be saying this to a cop.
I saw the messages about it. I'm just trying to understand it more, you know?
Well, it's called Ghost. They're like an underground version of cops in a way, but a little more intense and deadly. And, like, he kept trying to tell me, just do it, and you're gonna just kill her. Then you'll get ranked up.
Yeah.
Because he had me join. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, and I kept hesitating. It's like,
What's that thing there?
it's the mark for, honestly, I'm very confused because he hasn't told me.
Detective Javier Vigil, a seasoned investigator who would later become SWAT commander for Santa Fe PD, is the one leading the questioning. With Isaac, he starts off soft. He says he doesn't currently consider him a suspect, removes the handcuffs, and tells him he just wants the truth.
How long have you been living in the garage?
A year and a half.
Okay, let's bring ourselves to today. And I want you to kind of tell me, in your own memory, what happened from that time all the way to getting here to this interview.
So from the time it began would be yesterday. We were all hanging out. Nighttime came around. We started falling asleep. Kiara McCaulay did not fall asleep. I was talking to Grace, who was in the garage as well. I said, we have to go. She's telling us we need to leave. And I left the main house to go use the restroom for the last time. And then I walked her back into the garage. She walks up to me and goes, I did it. With a smile on her face, and I looked at the ground and I was like, so I called my mom immediately to let her know that something happened. My mom proceeded to call 911. Really scared because I've witnessed, sorry,
It's okay.
I've witnessed my friend getting shot. So,
Separately from this?
Yes, it was a while back. I was sitting in the back seat, guy walked up, blew his brains out, and landed on me. I had to testify in court, and anything like this gets me super traumatized, and it's a traumatic event.
I can imagine.
So when I went back in the garage, when I saw her in the ground, on the ground, I couldn't say anything because I was like, this is another one of my friends gone. I keep losing friends left and right. I'm scared right now.
That reassurance is not genuine, and it doesn't have to be. Investigators are allowed to use certain forms of deception during interviews, and in this case, it's a tactic to keep Isaac talking. Vigil already knows about the domestic abuse charge from the day before, and about the volatile triangle among the three young adults.
How did you know that Kiara didn't want you guys there anymore?
She woke up from what she says she slept, but she was awake the whole time. And she turned over, told me, you guys need to get out. I don't want you guys here. It was really freaking me out, so I was trying to get out. I was in and out of the room, trying to contact my mom to pick me up, to get me out of there.
What time did you guys wake up at? What time did you wake up at?
I woke up at about 7:50.
At what time did Kiara tell you guys had to leave?
She told us we had to leave at about 8:30.
Okay. And between 8:30 and to the time your mom called 911, kind of what happened in there?
But when I packed my stuff, I went inside the house, which was a stupid mistake for me to go in the house, use the bathroom, and then come back and see what I saw.
After you peed, you went immediately back to the garage?
Yes.
So around what time would you say that was at?
11:47.
No, I think we got the call a little after 1:30.
Yes.
Kind of an hour and a half gap there. Was there a long period of time that you and Kiara were trying to figure out what was going to happen?
There was a long period of time. It was when I was standing on the side of the garage.
Tell me about that.
I was hyperventilating, and I made the call to my mom. My mom made the call. I know I should have been the one to call. I feel like I'm going to pass out.
Just take some deep breaths. I need a little break, if that's okay with you. I'll use the restroom real quick. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Alright. Hey, thanks for your time, Isaac. We'll be back in a bit.
He moves Isaac slowly through the timeline, when they all went to sleep, when they woke up, when Kiara supposedly told them to leave, and when he claims he walked back into the garage and saw Grace on the floor. Then he starts probing the gap between when Isaac says he discovered the body and when the call actually came in, an hour and a half later, pressing him gently but firmly on what really happened in that window.
Any idea why you're here today?
I believe it's because somebody was found dead in my room.
Where's your room at?
In the garage.
The garage?
Yes. I was trying to make sure this wasn't a freaking dream again. It feels so weird.
You believe someone was found dead in your room. Do you have any idea who that might be?
Well, so I'm really tired, but last night Isaac invited my ex-girlfriend, Grace Jennings, who now is going by Yamko. I don't know anymore. I always knew her as Grace, or Rose.
With Kiara, Vigil takes a different approach. He lets her talk. He doesn't jump on every inconsistency right away, because people who are lying to play insane will often trip themselves up if you simply give them enough rope. She contradicts herself about how often a certain personality appears, then casually mentions dreams of killing Grace, and keeps tying every suspicious thing back to her self-diagnosed disorder.
Well, I'm partially hopeful for her to be dead, but I'm also, confused.
Why would you hope that she's dead?
I'm still angry at her, but I also have hope that she'd be better, but it's like this frustrating emotion that I can't seem to pinpoint.
Vigil lets her lay that foundation because he knows there's something Isaac hasn't told him yet that could blow their stories apart. The digital trail. When Isaac was first detained, police took his phone. Under normal circumstances, extracting data from a device can take weeks or months as warrants and subpoenas move through the system. Vigil wants it now, and he knows there's a shortcut: consent.
Isaac, so I have your cell phone. I know our cell phones are very important to us because we have pretty much all our personal information on them and everything. Given that there were kind of messages and stuff, and this is still an active investigation, there is reason to believe that there is potentially evidence on your phone. So one way or another, we are going to have to look at the data on the phone. And it's just a fancy form and a fancy way of saying that you're giving us permission to extract the data from your phone and only look at things pertaining to this case.
Good.
Yeah, sign right there, please.
He returns to Isaac's room with a form and calmly explains they'll have to go through his phone as part of the investigation. If Isaac signs, they can access everything immediately and legally. Isaac, still trying to appear cooperative and innocent, signs and even tells them there isn't a password, just a swipe to unlock. Once the phone is open, investigators go straight to his messages and social media apps. What they find completely shatters the story Isaac has been telling.
You said something interesting earlier. You said, you asked about Grace. You asked if she was okay, and you said that part of you would be okay if she was dead, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about hurting her or killing her?
I've had a couple dreams like that.
You had a couple dreams like that?
Yeah.
How'd those dreams go?
They were mostly right after we broke up, and then sometimes I would kill her, sometimes I would torture her, sometimes it was just me screaming at her.
And how would you kill her?
Depending on the dream.
So there's several dreams?
Yes.
How many?
I've had a bunch of murder dreams, if you could call that. So there's an organization that Isaac is in charge of. I probably shouldn't be saying this to a cop. Well, it's called Ghost. They're like an underground version of cops in a way, but a little more intense and deadly.
In conversations with Grace, it's clear she thinks she's being snuck into the house without Kiara knowing. In reality, Kiara absolutely knows she's there and is furious about it, which means Isaac has already been lying about how open and honest everything was.
Isaac, this is getting really weird, man.
I have a second phone.
You have a second phone?
Yes.
Where is that phone?
That's at the house.
Okay.
It is logged into the same Facebook account.
I don't know, man. These messages look a lot like there's some conspiring going on, some planning going on.
From that point where I was telling you from...
Even before then, it sounds like you guys are planning something. You're fake getting thrown out and what?
I say fake getting thrown out, like I said, was...
Do you want to start over? Because I'm...
Then they pull up his messages with Kiara. The tone instantly changes from passive victim to active planner. There are lines about being fake thrown out, about when to make the first move, and, most chilling, explicit discussion of stabbing Grace and dealing with the mess afterward.
Okay, messages. Did you have any messages between you and Grace?
Book on Instagram.
Instagram, okay. Okay, so this is kind of when everything started. Hey, I got kicked out, and she's telling everyone to leave her house. I'm going to head to my fam's place. First of all, who? Second, my mom can only come get me at 3:30. Why is she kicking you out, and does she know I'm here? Wait a minute. I thought you guys all hung out the night before.
We did.
When detectives read this back to him, Isaac starts to unravel. He first claims there's a second phone involved, that some of the messages might not be from him, or that Kiara used his account to talk to herself. The explanations are desperate and don't match what they can actually see on the screen.
So how come she doesn't know she's there?
I was very confused and I told her...
She's kicking me out because you're here and she knows it. Did she not know she was there? Because that's what it looks like.
She knew she was there.
Then why is it looking like in these messages?
She knew she was there and acting like she didn't know where she was. And that was the part that threw me off, was like, she's kicking us out. Why is she kicking you out, and how does she know I'm here? I'm like, we discussed it.
Okay. Where are your messages with Kiara?
They're gonna be in Messenger.
Oh, okay. She says she is leaving at 3:30. What would you like me to do? Stab her? I don't know. I don't have the energy to do shit. I am fake getting thrown out. You're getting fake thrown out.
Yes, that's usually how it happens. I get told to leave, and 5 days later, she asks me to come back.
Uh-huh. Unless I ask your mom to give me a ride to Target and you do what is needed. What do you mean you do what is needed?
I have no clue. From this on, from beyond here, I don't know what's going on.
You don't know what's going on? But these are messages from you?
I do have another cell phone. Didn't tell you guys about, but it's still over there at the house.
So you didn't send these messages? Or you did?
On this, from down on, no.
The messages talk about stabbing Grace in the throat, about whether it will be instant or take longer, and about cleaning up blood and buying new bedding to replace what's ruined. They reference ranks and perks in the black market for a first kill, echoing the same delusional ghost mythology Kiara described.
I had my dagger in my hand, and I kept going, and then just stopped. Like, I felt a little kid's hand hold me back. Like it was Kiara telling me, don't.
At one point, detectives ask a simple, devastating question. Did you help Kiara do this? Isaac denies physically participating, but eventually admits he knew it was going to happen, and that Kiara had been planning to kill Grace for years, seizing this visit as the opportunity to finally do it.
There was no threesome, there was no sex, nothing.
Was that ever on the table?
No.
Okay. Was there anything romantic going on between you and Grace?
No.
What about between Grace and your fiance, Kiara?
I don't know.
You don't know? Was Kiara okay? Was Grace coming over last night?
She was alright. She was all, text me when she's here. Please text me when she was here.
So she wanted to. So what happened? We're missing something somewhere to where Kiara's okay with Grace coming over. You have a prior relationship with her. Kiara has a prior relationship with her. And then the morning comes and Kiara wants you both out. What happened? Help me understand. Don't think about it. Just tell me what happened.
She just wasn't in the mood.
Who wasn't in the mood?
Kiara. She wasn't in the mood.
The mood for what?
For us being there.
For who being there?
Me, Isaac, and Grace.
Why?
At that moment, he stops being a shocked witness and becomes, in the eyes of the law, a co-conspirator.
There are different personalities that come out.
Do you have names for them?
Some of them, yeah.
What are their names?
There's Abby, and then there's, we call her Jinx because she hates people saying her real name.
Jinx.
If you say her real name, she gets mad. Then there's one personality that I haven't seen in a long time. Like, I haven't communicated with her. Her name was Jess.
Any other personalities?
There's the little version of me, which actually responds to my biological name.
She responds to Kiara?
Yeah. Yes.
What do you mean by that, the whole version?
It's like a little kid before bad shit started happening.
Meanwhile, Kiara's own attempt to dodge full responsibility is quietly failing. In trying to look unstable, she actually reinforces the idea that the murder was intentional, not impulsive. She admits to harboring fantasies about killing Grace, to being angry that Grace was in her space, and to feeling partially hopeful that she might be dead. She frames these as emotional contradictions, but to a jury, they sound like motive and premeditation.
You're telling me you have 2 phones now, and those other messages aren't you, and it's what you're telling me, your statement, isn't lining up with these messages.
When the detective gently connects her fantasy ghost group and Isaac's messages about ranks and perks, she doesn't deny it. She describes feeling a childlike part of herself trying to hold her back, as if some inner voice said, "Don't do it," but she stopped listening. She wants the system to see her as someone overcome by mental illness, but there's no medical record to back that up. And the psychiatrist who reviews the case notes that she doesn't show genuine signs of DID. In the end, doctors find her competent to stand trial and responsible for her actions.
We burn it and I'll buy new blankets and bed. What's going on here, Isaac?
She said was gonna stab the thought. And I thought like, oh, like she was poking the thought that was in her head about her dagger.
Okay, what about the mess? What mess?
A poop kind of mess.
A poop kind of mess? Can you help this time? Yes, I am just waiting for you to make the first move. What does she mean I'm waiting for you to make the first move? She will wait till sleep. Shall we wait till sleep? So you guys slept in a bed full of poop?
Yes.
Remember when you told me don't be a pussy when I kissed you? Yeah, brat. We will have to take care of the mess. I thought she already pooped herself. What mess are you guys taking care of?
I don't know.
I can't tell if she's fallen asleep. It feels like it. Her feet are on my side. I wish you'd make the first move for once. Remember, you'll move up the ranks, plus you get perks in the black market since this is your first. Your first what? Isaac, what the hell happened?
Cases like this are hard to watch, not just because of the brutality, but because of all the ways it could have been stopped before it reached a sword in a garage. Grace had been in an abusive, chaotic orbit with both Kiara and Isaac for years. Isaac had just been charged with domestic battery against Kiara. There were warning signs on social media and in their relationships that this was a pressure cooker waiting to explode.
I can see the messages. I'm not dumb. This isn't the first time I've done this. What is happening?
She was planning on killing Grace. I just didn't want a part of it.
It doesn't seem like you're trying to talk her out of it.
I was only sending a message back in agreeance as I turned my back towards.
This isn't agreeance. Remember, you'll move up in ranks, plus you get perks in the black market since this is your first. This sounds like you're encouraging her.
Right.
The messages are here, dude.
I know. I know.
Did you help Kiara do this?
No.
No. But you knew it was going to happen.
I knew it was going to happen.
You knew it was going to happen.
Kiara planned it out.
Kiara planned it out. When? How long had this been a plan for?
She had planned it out since 2020.
Kiara planned to kill Grace since 2020. And then last night, Grace messages you looking for a place to stay. And that's the opportunity for this?
I didn't see it as an opportunity. I saw it as an opportunity more like, let's squash everything.
Then why are you saying you'll make it up the ranks plus your perks in the black market since this is your first? Because you're talking about killing her here, right? What else could this mean?
What police walked into that day wasn't just a crime scene. It was the endpoint of years of unresolved trauma, obsession, and fantasy thinking that no one around them managed to diffuse in time. Grace's mother only learns the truth in pieces, starting with an officer on the street who can't even tell her yet if her daughter is alive, and ending later with the unbearable news that not only is she gone, but the people responsible were the same ones who called her friend.
I was trying to talk about something else because I'm trying to get my mind off.
Isaac, really? You're trying to talk about something else there?
Yes. And I'm not...
How do I aim? How do I aim right? Just aim. Well, tell me what you're talking about there.
That's Call of Duty.
That's Call of Duty. Tell me when. Okay, I'll give a count. 6, 5, I can't yet, dude. 4, I'm shaking, dude. I know, I lose the nervous. Help me drive it through. Help me drive it through.
She was asking me to do...
To stab her.
Yes.
Help me drive the dagger through. Grace. Anger me. I'm going to pretend to sleep so it looks non-conspicuous. Tell me about all that.
Those are not my messages, because...
Help me, just do it. Be ready to grab her or a trash bag. She is your list. Don't tell me this isn't you messaging. I know this is you messaging. Be transparent and tell me what's going on here.
She had talked to me and said, so what now? And I was like, this is going to be your first way out if you just leave this alone.
You're edging her to do this. Come on, Isaac. Look at all these messages, man. You're going to sit here and tell me, you're going to look me in the eye and you're going to tell me that you were trying to talk her out of this? I can see right here you're telling her to do it. I wish you would just stop with all the, what I feel like is you trying to figure out lies every message we go through. And things will be a lot better for you moving on if you just come out and you cooperate and you tell us everything that happened. Tell us the truth. Tell us everything. It'll be better for you.
Would I be able to talk to you privately?
Yes. You want her to leave?
Yes.
Alright, take it.
For investigators, it's another reminder that the scariest monsters rarely look like movie villains. They look like teenagers sleeping on stained mattresses in converted garages, scrolling through horror clips, and telling each other that killing someone they know will somehow fix everything that feels wrong in their lives. And for anyone watching this, especially young people who romanticize violence online, this case is the raw, unfiltered truth of how that fantasy ends. Not with power, not with status in some imaginary underground group, but with a jail cell, a grieving family, and a name that will forever be tied to one of the most disturbing crimes in their city's history. If this case opened your eyes to how real these dangers are, make sure you're subscribed to Case Point Stories so you never miss another deep dive into the cases that matter. Hit that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one.